I think biscuits signify our love for people.
Biscuits, I think, have always been something that people did out of love for other people. They're not easy, they're finicky. I believe biscuits to the South, that just signifies home.
Whenever we started to do a food truck and we were coming up with concepts, I really wanted to do a hot chicken food truck. This was before the craze, even before Hattie B's. I wanted to bring hot chicken to everybody. I was told I was crazy and that would never work.
Wrong.
But, you know, out of a bit of frustration, I said, fine, what would you do? And Sarah said, I love your biscuits. Every time you serve them to me, I love it. And so at the heart of it, it's love, and it's something that's difficult and it's hard to do. It's something that takes a little while.
It's funny because I grew up in the North. Yes, I'm a Yankee, but both of my step-parents grew up in the South. So my first introduction to the Southern table was when I was about 16 years old, and biscuits was always a part of it.
When we started the truck, I had this grand idea I was going to have 10 items on the menu, and about halfway through the first day I called Sarah crying, and she talked me off the ledge, and after that we decided to go out with the East Nasty, the Princess, and the Gertie. That was the very first day, first month, pretty much the first year on the truck were those three, and we would add on and pull off different things, but those have stayed on the menu ever since. So the Princess is our ode to Nashville hot chicken. It's my way of getting hot chicken food truck in. We start with our chicken. We only use chicken thigh. We brine it for 24 to 48 hours in a dry brine. We'll batter that, dip it in what I imagine. I've never seen the back of Princess hot chicken, but it's what I imagine true, real hot chicken is. Comes out of the fryer. We put that on our biscuit, top it with some Creole mustard and a little honey, and other side of the biscuit, it's kind of the perfect sandwich.
It's a delicious piece of chicken. I haven't eaten that in a while, and it's one of my favorite things on the menu. So when Karl and I were first married and dating, every year on my birthday, Karl would make me donuts for my birthday. They were these donuts with blueberry compote and lemon curd and mascarpone, because blueberry and lemon is my favorite. He would make me a cake and the donuts. So one day when we were trying to figure out what to do with all the leftover biscuit dough, because we'll only roll the dough out twice, we realized there's yeast in the biscuit dough. And he said, I bet this will fry like those donuts did. And so we tried it. And now my joke is that he gives out my birthday treat to every person that comes through the doors.
I think any type of fried dough, that's your treat. It's kind of like ice cream. Nobody's mad when they go to get fried dough, no matter what it is. Donuts.
Funnel cake.
Funnel cake, it's all good. You can't be mad when you're eating fried dough. My grandmother made drop biscuits, what we call our family reserve biscuits. That was her everyday biscuit. And then on special occasions, she would do a yeast raised biscuit, the angel biscuit. When we played around and tested the biscuits, the angel biscuit held up a lot better in sandwich form. And so we went with that on the food truck, and that was our original biscuit. Once we came to the brick and mortar, we added our family reserve back in. My personal favorite, family reserve, always. Yours?
My favorite's the angel biscuit. I think it's something special, it's something unique. It's not like a biscuit you're gonna try anywhere else. And I love that yeasty flavor with like some honey or with sausage. It's just really good. Wash Park was the park Karl and I got engaged in Denver, Colorado. So it was a really special place for us, so it had to be a really special sandwich to put on the menu and name it that. We have a fresh ground beef patty, and then it's topped with our house-made pimento cheese and some bacon jam. And then of course that's all served on the biscuit. So It's like the best version of a cheeseburger you can have. We always joke that Karl followed me to culinary school. I always call it my eat, pray, love moment, that I was gonna completely disrupt my life. I was working as an accountant, and I came home from a trip to Europe and said, I'm quitting my job and I'm going to culinary school. To which all of my family replied, all you cook is blue box macaroni and cheese. So, well, I'm trying to change that. Decided I was going to culinary school, and Karl called and asked me on a date. Actually, our first date was in this building. Biscuit Love #2 is where actually the love started. And as we kept dating over the summer, I kept saying, this can't get serious because I'm moving, I'm going to culinary school. And he was like, so? And I'm like, oh, in Colorado. And so I joked that he stalked me all the way there, and the rest is history.
Yeah, 2 months later, I've sold everything I own, and I'm driving across Kansas going, this is going to either make a really great story or this is going to be the worst love song ever.